And we're back for the second part of the anniversary of the Fables. And like, oh my god, we're still a kid, and hopefully in this episode, gonna finish this entire thing off so that we can play an adult and do stuff. There's green dots all over the place, and I'm gonna go do this one. You have to race this guy's time and like, you know, beat the shit out of him. Get to beat his record.
Right, you didn't even get. I did it in 50 seconds.
I totally just like butchered that.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for my injured...
You again? You didn't do too well last time. Right then.
So you get to beat his 50-second time. You can do it. It's hard. It can be hard, but you have to. You beat it like just a bit ahead of his time if you do it right. And then you gotta rush all the way back. Whisper about to get you keep your ass out of the way, or I'm gonna shove a sword in your ass.
No chance. That's amazing.
See, I want about like 2 seconds. It can be pretty hard, so you can talk to what's his face in here, Maze. I don't think it does anything, so I'm going to avoid it. It's pointless. I think this other one you have to collect apples. There's a lot of heroes here. Like, this is the first game of like 4 at the moment, and I know in the first game there's so many heroes. There's so many of them. I haven't played the second game or third game in such a long time.
You've finally prized yourself.
Shut up, Guildmaster. I'm gonna kick your ass, you old piece of shit. Oh, weird. I don't like running around.
I have to make. But I can't. If you.
I already found your
Thanks.
apples.
Thank
So
you so
give me my pie. And that, of course, is food for health and shit. You don't have a health bar because you can't be hurt as a kid right now. Now we can go do the missions.
Come on then. All right, lad. It's time to see if you've any potential. Get in the ring.
No, Guildmaster doesn't
Now
look
then,
that bad in the new
I want you to
graphics
hit
or the
that
old
dummy
graphics.
as hard as you can. Just keep going
I'm just
till I
gonna
tell
skip
you
this
to
fight. You know, you just gotta beat it with fists because, you know, cool like that.
You're not making much of an impact there, are you? Here, try with this.
And there's your first weapon of the game. A fucking stick. Death by nature.
Now that's more like it. When you destroy an enemy like this dummy, it drops an experience orb. These orbs contain the knowledge gained from killing the creature. It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up.
All the games, the first game is my favorite.
Well done, lad. Now then, tomorrow we'll... That's the guild alarm. Sounds like there might be something loose in the woods. This is a good opportunity to test your spirit. I'll wait for you at the guild woods entrance, while you deal with the problem. Once you're done, we can talk about starting your training.
And now you get to go to the guild woods, which is back here. This, I believe, is the last mission as a kid, and then it's on to other crap. I'm gonna run this episode for maybe 17-18 minutes. I might go longer. You'll already know when you see the video how long this is run. I'm not gonna. If we have enough time, I'll do one actual adult mission. But this game, out of this game, this is certainly my most favorite. Not gonna bother locking on the enemies because they're easy to smack. They're fat. They are very fat beetles. So so you don't have to lock onto them. If you want to track orbs, you have to hold the right trigger. That's mission's over. I got some gold, and I'm running with my mini stick. Mini stick dick. King Kong has a small ding dong. The loading screens. This is one thing any Fable 1 veteran would know about. Oh my god. These loading screens are so bad. I hate it so much.
Good work, lad. Those beetles can be a damn nuisance. Here, I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that. If you want more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help.
The
with something.
servants.
Or you can get an early night.
You can just totally botch your childhood. There's really nothing to do as a kid.
The guild was now the boy's life. The memory of the Oakvale flames still scorched his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year. His days were filled with grueling exercises, the nights with study in the library. Finally, he was ready to become a guild apprentice, just as Maze had foreseen. The real training was about to begin.
Ooh, real training, you say? I wasn't aware beating beetles with a stick wasn't training.
Get out of bed, lazy boy. We were supposed to meet the guildmaster on the other side of the river, but that was an hour ago.
She opens her mouth too
You better
much.
get going.
Like, literally.
Race you there.
Like, her mouth is just extended. And it is just weird. If you can even go back and look. When she was talking, her mouth was like wide open as shit. I'm like, whoa. Devouring the face much. You can still talk to Maze, you can see the green dot there. I'm not gonna do it. There's no point. It doesn't do anything. That's something to be totally ignoring. No, fuck it, just because I'm doing a video. I'll go see what the conversation is. Not like it's gonna do me anything.
The journey's length is of no consequence. The Oracle must be protected.
How can you be so sure? We might need you here. Who knows what battles we might face?
The signs are too strong to ignore, and the Northern Wastes have been too long isolated from the Guild. There is much I may learn there.
Well, I hope nobody thinks you're running away from a fight, trying to cheat death again. You know how people talk.
Talk is of no matter to me. May death close his eyes to you, Maze.
What are you waiting for? Come in. That was Scythe. He was a great hero once, back when he had flesh on his bones and blood in his veins. He's just a shell now. What does he know of the choices we have to make, of what it takes to get things done?
Yeah, that guy's already dead. I don't know how he's alive. But since this is also a DLC attached to the anniversary disc, you actually get to interact with the guy. He's creepy to look at. Now we can apparently do more real training, quote unquote.
You can put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
That's pretty brutal, you know. That's pretty fucking brutal. Beating my
Come on, then.
training partner
Let's
down
see
with
what
an
you got,
actual
farm
sword.
boy.
That is so mean. See, she blocks, but you can flourish and you can actually hit her.
What I'm about to
Such
teach
a weird
you
noise.
could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks.
I don't believe I ever really block in this
Whisper
game.
will
I
try to
just
hit
beat the
you,
shit
but
out
you
of
can
everything I
block her
see.
attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you. Don't let her attacks through.
What's the... Oh, yeah. Totally forgot what was right bumper.
How did you stop that?
Lol, you can do barrels too.
Well done. Now let's see if you can combine attack
Look at this guy.
and
He's
defense.
so cool.
Ah, hello, Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got a training with some farm boy.
Maze thinks the boy has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see? Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now.
This guy's an
All
asshole.
right, children. Let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
Talk about cheating.
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training.
Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons.
Oh, and about your melee performance? Excellent. Fight like that in your melee exam and you'll do well.
And then of course you do finish your training here.
Then meet me by the archery range to
There are
continue
some
your
guys that
training.
come by and you can redo the tests and get certain objectives and you get better weapons. So you can see that green dot at the top right of the mini map, that's it. That's the melee guy up there, I believe. I think he might be stuck. Oh yeah, here he comes. There, we'll do archery and then we'll
Are you
wait for
ready
that and
your
then we'll do that
archery
guy.
training? Let's continue our training
I
with
don't
the
like
bow.
bows that much.
To begin with, see if you can hit the 3 stationary targets.
Your
And put
character
some
looks
effort into it.
ugly
The
as
longer you pull back your
fuck.
bowstring, the more damage you will cause.
But
It
make
is
sure you
disgusting.
stay within the circle.
to look at him. It is just no. It's a big no-no.
That was a rather weak
I'm not gonna really pull it all the way back.
Well done! You hit all the targets. Unfortunately, most foes don't stand still. So let's see how you fare against moving targets. You have a minute to score as many points as you can. The front target is worth 1 point, the middle one is worth 3, and the one at the back will score you 9 points.
And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause.
More damage means more points, but you have to balance power, firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do. Come on, lad. Get your bow out.
I'll just let them come to me. I don't bother having to move my bow cursor if I don't need to. It is inverted for some reason, not the fondest idea of why. There we go. Let's beat the shit out of this thing.
Need more muscle behind your... Excellent shooting, my lad. Do that in your skill test and I'll be most impressed.
Learn the
Next,
ways
we
of the
will learn
will.
about the ways of the will.
More like the ways of the Force,
To me
you know.
when you're ready to continue
Pretty much
your
rip that
trip.
line right off.
I'll be heading to the island by the waterfalls.
Learn the ways of the Force, Luke. Alright, now we can do this kind of stuff.
Any apprentices want to practice melee? Right. This melee Right. Let's get whispering. I have a
If
special.
you do superly well in these, you can get an awesome melee weapon for a low level.
How did that get
All right. You can stop now. That was very impressive. Whisper should be ashamed. A+. That grade means I can award you a new weapon.
Huh? Yes.
Archery grading. Any apprentices? Now the guildmasters asked me to grade everyone's archery skills. And if you get an A+, you've got 1 minute.
Alright, we have to beat the score we made last time. That's why I kind of just screwed around at the ending. You have to beat your score. I believe you do. I'm not too sure if you actually have to. I've always have. I've always beaten my score before. So you just concentrate on the two and then the two back there. The one in the front is completely pointless, but take pot shots at it if you wish. I'm obviously going to beat my score, and I'm pretty much about to do it. I just did. There, and then you can slap the crazy shots off. You can just screw around now. Doesn't matter. There.
Wow! You set a new high score! Wow! I've never seen any
A+,
better than that!
then you get a crossbow.
Whew! That was some fancy shooting!
And there it is. You can't see it, apparently, because it's too big for your character or something like that. There's another extra mission on that mini-map. It's just killing birds, and it's stupid.
There's just the
Yeah, this thing's running for
left to
70
learn.
minutes. I'll probably just beat the adult, all
It's
the
time to
apprentice
learn about
crap,
will
and then
powers.
as soon as we hit the
We'll
adult, I'll
begin by
stop there.
striking these strong dummies with lightning. All right, let's see what you've got. Good. That's it. See how many you can hit in half a
This
minute.
is actually,
Only
I'm not
attack
sure if
dummies that are facing the
they'll
center
actually
of the
let it
island.
happen.
You won't
I
get
don't know
any
if it's
points
a
for
type of
hitting one on the
glitch or
back.
something.
You'll only waste valuable mana. Using your willpowers depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish.
Like that. Then you just wait for the first one to come around, and then it just takes you across all of them. I don't know if they intentionally left that, or it's just something they didn't see threatening to fix. Because this is basically just cheating in a sense, but not like it matters. This is the most harmless thing as close to cheating it could be. "24 and 30 minutes, 30 seconds. I mean,
Excellent use of magic. Well done.
use the weight of the Force."
Very good, lad. You have learnt the 3 hero disciplines. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. Or you can spend some more time exploring the guild. I believe Whisper is about to go into the guild woods, if you wish to
If you join her, you kill some bandits. That's all that happens. So we're
I
gonna
hope you're
truly
ready.
actually do this.
The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside. The life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, Only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero. Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete.
Okay.
Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
Now we do shit. Oh yeah, there is also a will guy too here. Totally forgot about him.
Just let me get to the...
Get your ass down there so I can get stuff from you. He gives you items, not any weapons or shit, because magic is magic. Gives you, I believe, a will potion and something else. Resurrection vial or health potion or something.
Just
Get
let
your
me
ass
get
down
to...
there then. You're like right on the bridge. Get. Come on, you're
Just
right
let me
there.
get-
Don't even bullshit me. Get.
Just let me get to... Any
Wow, you
apprentice,
took a
can't
fucking
start this
step.
test till you finished your... You can't start this test till you...
Okay, I guess I have to do this. You prick. Lightning. I am a Sith. In disguise. I am the Sith. The Sith. Sith. Teleportation.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in
Guys
your
heard me
years of
meowing.
training.
That's one of our
And we'll
cats.
begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can. Come on! Attack me! Very good.
Of course, with a crossbow it does more damage, but it's slower. And that is what I hate about crossbows.
Good. You're quick. Excellent. And finally, cast lightning at me.
Cast lightning like the Sith that you are. Yes, skank. Is he stuck? Oh no, never mind. He doesn't even move, which is so odd.
That's enough. Yes, quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But you have passed your
Pretty
final
pathetic test, if anything.
and you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
The loading screen. The greatest known enemy of the Fable veterans that we know today.
Well, this is the day, lad. I remember the first night you
And
came.
look at you now.
And look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild.
Oh my god, loading screen. I hated these so much.
Let the apprentices approach. For many years now you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands. or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes.
I hate this shit. It is so annoying after every single thing.
It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform. And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
Experience thingamajigger. This is where you can get your first stuff. You can do strength, related junk. You can do all this crap. Like sword swinging, bow accuracy, and sneaking. You can do many different magic shit too. In the end, there's only a few here that are actually any good. Faster Rush is a pretty good ability. I had that one time. Though I'm going to totally ignore that stuff. Let's go with this. I don't believe I can get anything else because I don't have enough experience. Yeah, you can only like buy one thing. Versus upgrades your like mana and shit.
There is little else for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer you guidance. And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
And that's the end. I'm finally part of, not a piece of shit stuck in the guild anymore. I'll see you guys in the next episode.